Today, I'm going to show you how to create floating stitches on a seam. The really cool thing about these decorative floating stitches is that we're going to create a seam with these decorative stitches, and then when we open it up, you don't see any stitches in between the motifs. They just look like they're floating on top of the seam, but we've also created a seam. It's pretty cool. And this will work on any sewing machine that has a decorative satin stitch that is symmetrical. So you could use a circle, a triangle, a rectangle, a diamond. Most sewing machines will have an option or two for you. Now we're going to treat our fabric like normal. We're going to place right sides together, and I'm going to be creating a 1/2 inch seam. So this could be any 1/2 inch seam you want to sew up on a garment. Now let's go over how to set up your sewing machine to do this. So when you're selecting a stitch, you want to choose a satin stitch. So it could be these 3 dots, and it's symmetrical on both sides. So you don't want to choose the heart, not symmetrical. You could choose this rectangle and the dot. We got some big circles down here. You could choose this little one here, like little beads. You could also put on your zigzag stitch and make the stitch length very short and play with programming or setting it up with different widths of zigzags as well. Real quick, before we move on, if you're enjoying Sewing Anastasia, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. And if you'd like to learn more about sewing, make sure you check out our online and in-person courses. There's links down below for everything. Now, let's get back to it. So over here on the left is what I've programmed my machine to do. I can program different stitches into it. You might be able to on yours, or you might not. It depends on your machine. So I'm doing an oval shape, straight lines, rectangle, straight lines, oval shape, straight lines, rectangle, etc. So I'm going to repeat this pattern down my seam. So it's important that we have these straight stitches in here. This is going to give us the gap in between the decorations. So if you can't program your stitches in your machine, there is a workaround for this. What you can do is select one of your satin stitches, sew that, and then stop, switch to your straight stitch, sew some straight stitches, and then stop, switch to your other satin stitch you want, stop, switch to your straight stitch, and you're just going to go back and forth with these stitches manually in your machine. I also want to mention that your thread tension here, it can be helpful to make your thread tension less, especially when we open it up in the end. If it's not opening up as full as you would like, this could also depend on the thickness of your fabric. If you have a real thick fabric, you're going to want less tension here on your thread. So we're just going to start in the back like normal with the edge and continue down. And the decorative stitches, they do take longer than your straight stitch, but this can be really fun and almost therapeutic to just watch it stitch out these little designs. And again, if you're doing this at home with a machine that you can't program, it's going to be your straight stitch, and then you're going to switch to your satin stitch, and then you're going to switch back to your straight stitch, and then you're going to switch to a satin stitch, a straight stitch, satin stitch, etc. We've made it to the end. We're now going to check out that decorative stitch here. So you can see we have our straight stitches and our satin stitches, and we've created a seam. We've put 2 pieces of fabric together. So if I open this up here, I've got my little seam allowance. Now here is where the magic happens. We are going to open up this seam. Just looks like a normal seam, right? We sewed it together, but we are going to pull it, and those satin stitches start to appear. Look at this. And it's like they're floating in the middle of the seam because you don't see any of the straight stitches on the outside. All you see are the satin stitches. How cool is that? So I press my fabric, and you can really see how nice these decorative satin stitches look over the seam. And on the back side, you can see those straight stitches holding together our seam, along with our decorative satin stitches. Wasn't this a cool technique? I would love to know where you would add this technique on one of your projects. Would it be a bag? Would it be a dress? A blouse? Can you imagine it going down some princess lines on a dress? How fun would that be? It adds such a fun, creative element, and yet no extra work, just creating a seam. Let me know down below in the comments if you're going to try this out and where you're going to use it on your next project. Thank you so much for watching Sew Anastasia today. If you have any questions about the decorative floating stitches, leave it down below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you enjoyed the video today, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when the new tutorials come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching. These videos are for you guys, so let me know what else you would like to see. And if you'd like to learn more about sewing, make sure you check out my online and in-person courses here in Chicago. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio today, well, make sure you check out my Instagram stories. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!